guys, Chris here again for Project Nerf, and we've had several requests over the past while via the website, comments on YouTube, etc., about how we do our floating cylinder modifications to our Hammershots. Now, sadly, I don't have a Hammershot laying around, but that's okay. We do have a sweet revenge. So I'm going to walk you guys step by step on how to do this floating cylinder modification to your Sweet Revenge or Hammershot. Let's get to it. Okay, let's go over just a couple of the tools that we're going to need to do this mod really quickly. We're going to need our precision screwdriver set to open the blaster up. I use a jeweler saw to do any cutting that I need to do of the front end that used to hold the cylinder. We're going to need a good sharp set of wire dikes and a needle nose plier. Okay, I've already got the screws opened up here, so we're going to go ahead and get the blaster in half for you. There we go. Okay, so to do this modification, we have to remove the cylinder. That's nothing more than lifting it. There's a little locking piece right here that goes in the end. I don't think you can see that well. It slots in this right here. And on the Sweet Revenge, even though it leaves a little bigger hole, you don't actually have to do any cutting on the Sweet Revenge, as this just pulls out of there, so we're just going to take that off. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so no cutting at all on a Sweet Revenge. On a Hammershot, you would take your jeweler saw and cut that part off, as it does not separate. So let's move this out of the way for just a second. And move on. Hopefully you can see in the cylinder, this ring right here is very important. Don't damage it, but you're going to grab with the pliers behind that and give it a good yank, and it's just going to come off. Okay, and there's going to be a spring that pops out of there too, so try not to lose it. Let's see if I can get it done for you here. Okay, got that apart. Now on the Sweet Revenge cylinder, right in here in the back, there's a screw that goes down in there. So you got to take that out, which allows you to remove this, and then the rest of it you just pop out of there with a screwdriver. Okay, now where the modification is really at is in this shaft. Okay, first thing we have to do is cut this down so that it fits all the way flush into the cylinder head, and that's where our very sharp wire dikes come in here. So we're just going to take these and take off a portion of that. It's plastic. Just go around it a couple of times. It'll break. There we go. Get that. And then roughly we're going to take off of the end of the shaft here about the same amount of plastic that we removed. So in this case, we're going to come up here, and again, it's a pretty soft metal. A couple of good passes with the wire dikes will cut it. You can use a Dremel. So we're just going to give it a squeeze and rotate it around and et cetera, et cetera. Take our time with it. We're not in a big hurry. And there we go. Let me go collect that. I'll get right back to you. Okay, well, we're back. We've got the end of our shaft cut off. We've even rounded out the front hub a bit just to pretty it up. So we're going to reassemble this thing. I'm going to start by threading the shaft back through the front of the cylinder. There's a little hole in there. Sometimes it's a little bit of a pain in the butt to line up, but today we're pretty lucky. Then this small piece right here, we do not need the spring anymore because the cylinder is not going to move forwards and backwards. So we don't need that. And then this piece, you kind of have to tap on there with a plier or a hammer once you get it started. So let me do that, and I'll bring you back and get this thing finished up. Okay, as you can see, we've got our cylinder put back together here, and that's working like it should. And the reason we need this ring intact, that you can't tear it up, is because that's actually what holds it in now. So you can see here, hopefully you can see here, I'm trying to get the camera to focus for you a little bit. right here, this cutout, that ring goes to the inside of it, and that's all that actually even holds your solder in there. So we're going to go ahead and put this thing back together and give it a go. So we're going to put our piece into the end of it. We'll drop that back into the slot. Okay, we're all done here. See if we can get you guys a little firing demonstration. That is how we do that. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, comment, like, rate, review, subscribe, all of the above. Check us out on our new website, projectnerfva.com. Got a couple of nice articles on there, galleries of some of our work, links back to the YouTube page, to our Etsy store, everything like that. Guys, till next time, this is Chris for Project Nerf saying have a blast.